got myself right. When you're on a loud pedal, it ain't time to make friends. I didn't come to run second, I came here to win, yeah. It's go time now, whip your wheel real tight. We ain't NASCAR nice, it's a dirt track fight. You wanna make a name, you wanna go far, you gotta outrun the best at Team BLR, yeah. Another track, another night. Been working all week and got myself right. When you're on a loud pedal, it ain't time to make friends. I didn't come to run second, I came here to win, yeah. It's go time now, whip your wheel real tight. We ain't NASCAR nice, it's a dirt track fight. You wanna make a name, you wanna go far, you gotta outrun the best at Team BLR, yeah. Another track, another night. Been working all week and got myself right. When you're on a loud pedal, it ain't time to make friends. I didn't come to run second, I came here to win, yeah. It's go time now, whip your wheel real tight. We ain't NASCAR nice, it's a dirt track fight. You wanna make a name.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to UltimateDirtTV. Tonight on the program, round number 3 of the Matjoulis Seay Speedshop Pro Late Models. Tonight, we come to the virtual Cedar Lake Speedway, and after 2 weeks of fierce competition, Alex Bergeron leads the point standings after picking up a win in round number 1. He sits at 136 points, followed closely behind by just 1 point. Kendall Tucker sits on 135 points. JD Brown sits third quick on 128 points. Ryan Underwood fourth on 127. And Richard Murtaugh Jr. rounding out the top 5. Don't forget, these drivers have a drop week to use. Of course, the likes of Evan C. will have to use his drop week after missing the first week. Blake Matjoulis on vacation. He will not be in attendance here tonight, so he'll have to use the drop wink in that one. And those two drivers certainly have a long road ahead of them if they want to take out the championship. Good evening, race fans. Brett Wheeler with you, joined alongside Alex Robinson. Alex, we're going to do something different tonight. That we've been sort of testing in the waters the past couple of weeks. $50 is going to the winner. Now, not of tonight's race. So in the month of August, we've got 4 races for Team Victory Lane Racing on Thursday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern. All you have to do on the YouTube, Facebook, on the UltimateDirtTV Facebook page, we ask that you pick a winner for every heat race, every consolation race, and then in the main event, we'll ask for a hard charger and the main event winner. We'll tally it up over 4 weeks of competition. Whoever has the highest points will win $50, courtesy of UltimateDirtTV. So all you got to do is put a pick in the comment section, and it's Alex. The bar has been set. Can anybody beat me?
Well, the question is, if I win, do I get $50?
Absolutely.
Oh boy, I can't wait for this one. This is going to be entertaining. But qualifying underway, 3 minutes. You know the routine here. And the real question is, who's going to set down the gauntlet?
Well, let's find out. Let's take a look at some of the drivers on the racetrack right now. There's Bob Rafferty in the number 17 machine. Some more cars coming on to the racetrack. Again, you'll see the times coming through here in just a moment. Rocky, you can pick anybody. I was thinking about it last couple of nights. If I pick, okay, let's just say I pick Blake Matjoulis. If you feel like Blake Matjoulis is going to win, you are more than happy to pick him. It is a competition. It is up for anybody. We can all pick the same picks. We done it a couple of nights ago, and well, it worked out pretty well. So yes, anybody.
Mr. Wheeler. They can pick anybody. We can. How's it go for us? We said we can pick the same person for the heat race, but when it comes feature time, me and you have to pick 2 separate people.
Correct.
Right?
Yes, that is correct.
Correct. Well,
and
guess what? Quick time. At 33, Evan C. He set down the gauntlet after Bergeron with a 13 flat. So who's going to be the man to beat? Evan C., Alex Bergeron.
Well, look, I actually thought about this last night, this morning. So last night and this morning, I was actually going to try and pick one for qualifying as well. But the problem is for qualifying, is that would only go out to you and I because we are the only ones that have the live timing. So it wouldn't be fair. What is going to happen? The ruling is, by the end of lap number 1, if your pick has not come through on the Facebook chat by the end of the completion of lap number 1, it will not stand. So that's what we're going to do. I want to give a shout out to, of course, CFM Esports, shopfergie22.com, Bighorn Taxidermy, Matjoulis Seay Speedshop, and Team Victory Lane Racing. Don't forget to hit up on all their social media pages. Big thanks to, of course, Dirty Grass Soul, Kevin Deadman, with the song that you heard at the start of the night. JD Brown, 15th quick with a 13.133. Alex, 48 cars have taken a lap time. We are waiting on our 49th driver, which happens to be AJ Cruz. But from first of Evan C. all the way down to William Eads in 48th quick, you are looking at 3/4 of a second difference. And that just goes to show you how tight this one is. And yeah, I'm Rocky. I'm with you on that one. I'm going to try and pick someone else for tonight. I know Matjoulis is off on vacation. I've already got my pick. I'm going Evan C for the win.
I had a feeling you were going to go with that one.
Actually, now you know what? I'll take that back. And just for the pure fact that I'm not going to pick anyone until we get to that race. So we'll quickly take a look at the qualifying results. Evan C goes quick time, and there we go. Evan C, Alex Bergeron, Tanner Tomasi, Damien Kiefer, and Kendall Tucker. 5 heat races on the program, ladies and gentlemen. Let's take a look at heat race number 1. Evan C, my pick in heat race number 1. We'll start from position number 1. Colker Bray, the D1RT Racing 71, will start position number 2.
Starting in the 3rd spot, the 37 for Team VLR, Randall Carter to the outside, the 5 of Chris Fisher.
Row 3 to the inside will be Zane Yost out of position number 5, and Brent Carter, the 69 for Team Victory Lane Racing, starts position number 6.
Team VLR 26, it's Dustin Mombercat to the outside, Slick Sim Sports, a 331 of Dustin Hall.
Leo Pina for Team Victory Lane Racing. I'll get that fixed up right now. Foy, he'll start the 44 from position number 9. And Kevin Herbert lines up the 34 out of position number 10. There is your drivers in heat number 1. Alex, who have you got? I've got Evan C.
Oh, Wheeler, I'm double dipping here. I'm going Evan C.
Ah, you copycat. It's the only way you're gonna. Yes, the only way you're gonna get close to being.
Look, I've come to that conclusion that if I keep pace with you through heat races, through LCQs, I just got to beat you in one part of the feature, if not both parts of the feature.
Yeah, but you struggle with that, Alex. That's the thing. That's the thing.
You want to know who struggled worse than me though last week? And he's going to double dip with us here, and it's Rocky Battenfield.
Well, we'll keep a tally of what or who has taken over the picks for the nights. Again, I've got a nice little notepad here, and we'll add up the tally. Evan C, some little mechanical issues there. Hopefully that fixes them up straight away. Oh, Jordan Gage is coming in. I like this. Yeah, Jordan's a sleeper. Here we go. He is gone with Cole Cabray. Green flag is out. We are underway. Heat race number 1 of the Matjoulis Seay Speedshop Pro Late Models. It's Evan C leading down the back straight away from Cole Cabray. Looking to the inside. Look out. Car going high, wide and handsome. I think there might be Zane Yost in the number 3 machine. Randall Carter, in the 37. Still in a truck stop, number 37. Holding down the 3rd and final transfer position. No more picks.
Randall Carter right now in that 3rd spot, but Evan C, that 33. He's out in front. Cole Cabray, Randall Carter, your top 3. Then you have battles throughout. Zane Yost right now battling it out with Chris Fisher and Brent Carter in that picture there. That's your battle for the 4th spot. That will be starting on the pole of one of your LCQs later on tonight, but right now your top 3 stay still.
It's all Evan C at the moment. Randall Carter trying to catch up to Cole Cabray. Zane Yost in the 3 machine, holding down position number 4. He's got Chris Fisher in the 5 machine, working to the inside. It's the F5. Chris Fisher entry. Meanwhile, Carter closing in on Cole Cabray for positions number 2. We work down the back straight away. We are in 5 laps in here of heat race number 1. Again, 5 heat races on the program for tonight. And Evan C going away, going about business as usual.
Evan C right now, he's looking to start it off on the right foot here tonight on the bottom side. Cole Cabray right now holding on to 2nd with Randall Carter in that 37 for VLR in the 3rd spot. Chris Fisher, Zane Yost. We haven't talked much about that battle, but that battle for the 4th spot is heated up again with the white flag coming out for Evan C.
Yeah, 1 to go for your race leader of Evan C, working through turn number 1 and 2. Nice aerial shot here from the Cedar Lake Speedway into turn number 3 and 4. Checkered flag will fly. Evan C going to take out heat race number 1. Cole Cabray home in 2nd. 3rd will be Randall Carter. He'll get that 3rd and final transfer position. Everybody else will have to go through to one of 3 last chance qualifiers. Your results coming up quickly on screen. Evan C, Cole Cabray, Randall Carter, Chris Fisher, Zane Yost, your top 5. Leo Pina, Brent Carter, Dustin Hall, Dustin Mombaquette, and Kevin Herbert. Heat number 2, Alex, and I'm going to let you pick first in this one.
Oh, I'm going to go with the guy starting on the front row in the 12 machine Team ABR Esports. It's Alex Bergeron to the outside in the 16 for TVLR. It's Jay Place.
Row 2 to the inside, the Jim Beaver Esports 22. Brandon Proudfoot starts position number 3. The number 80 for Team Victory Lane Racing, Jacob Harvest lines up out of position number 4.
Starting in the 5th spot, the 2 for Team Base. It's Chance Card to the outside, the 42 of Jesse Wall.
Row 4, Alex McCullum in the 1 will start from position number 7. Jarrett Murphy, the 25, lines up position number 8.
5th and final row, the 11 of David Cobb, and to the outside, it's Cole Hendrickson in the 101.
Here we go. 10 drivers in heat race number 2. Alex has gone with Alex. Rocky's gone with Alex. Do I do it? Do I go? Jay plays. No, I'm going to stick with Bergeron. I think it's going to be. I think he'll be hard to beat from position number 1 in this one. So we've. So the 3 of us are off to a good start. We've all taken the same picks in the opening 2 heat races, but come feature time, that's where you'll have a chance to pick a hard charger as well.
Brett Wheeler. Imagine you pick the hard charger, I pick the winner. We stay tied for the whole night.
Yeah, look, in the event of a tiebreaker, I get the final say on who gets what.
Shocker.
You know it was coming. It was only a matter of time. Jordan Gage, you got anybody in this one? You've got to the end of lap number 1.
A-Struck dashes off in heat race number 2 underway. Alex Bergeron going to go right to the top side here in that 12 machine. Brandon Proudfoot to the inside of the 16 of Jay Place right now, but keep an eye on that battle for the 4th spot. That heated up in heat race number 1, and it's already heating up here with 4 cars going at it for that 4th spot.
Yeah, they are really starting to roll the bottom side through turn number 1 and 2. Chance Carr in the 2. Jacob Harberts in the 80 up on the top side of the racetrack. And Jesse Wall now slides up from the bottom to the middle of the racetrack, nearly 3 wide. It's a bunch of 2s right now, battling it out as there goes Jesse Wall. Chance Carr to position number 4. He's trying to run down the 22 entry of Brandon Proudfoot as Proudfoot closes in here on Jay Place in through turns 3 and 4.
Proudfoot right now in the 3rd spot. He's looking to take that 16 machine and knock him back to that 3rd spot here. Proudfoot has impressed some people over the past 2 weeks here in the Pro Late Models division, and now you see Harbert's under pressure once more from Chance Carr and Alex McCullum.
Bergeron catching the wall in the middle of turn number 1 and 2. Now that allows Jay Place to close in just a car length away. Is the 16 entry for Team Victory Lane Racing. Can he take an upset victory and start on the outside of the front row for tonight's main event? We've got 2 laps left to run. Alex Bergeron still leads the way.
Bergeron out in front right now, but that 16 closing in ever so slightly on that 12 machine. Battle for your 3rd and final transfer spot. Proudfoot and Harberts going at it right now. The 22 and the 80 machine. Harberts goes to the bottom side. Proudfoot up top, white flag in the air.
1 to go for your race leader, Alex Bergeron. Down the back straight away, Jay Place. We still watch this battle into turns 3 and 4 between Jacob Harbert and Brandon Proudfoot. They'll race up to turn number 4. Alex Bergeron will start on the outside of tonight's front row for your main event, round number 3 of the Matjoulis Seay Speedshop Pro Late Models. Heat number 2 results coming up on your screen. Bergeron, Place and Proudfoot 1, 2 and 3. And we go back to Harberts, Carr, McCullum, Wall, Murphy, Kolb and Henriksen, the 10 drivers in heat number 2. Heat number 3, Tanner Tomasi lines up the 91 machine from position number 1 to his outside. It's the 48 for Team Victory Lane Racing. My pick of Dylan Yeager, position number 2.
Daniel Powell for Team VLR in the 50 machine. He starts 3rd to the outside. Hunt the front, the number 1 of Jesse Enderkin.
Row 3 to the inside, position number 5 with a 25 of Darren Lilly to the outside. The 117 out of position number 6, that's Ethan Sprague.
The Weaver Fever, Howard Weaver in the 07. He starts position 7 to the outside. VLR 46, it's Ryan Underwood.
And your 5th and final row, position number 9, the 399 Esports entry of Brandon Marlowe starts out at 9. At a position number 10 will be the 38 of William Eads. Alex, I've already taken Yeager. Well, I'm going with Yeager. Who you got?
You know what? I'm going to go with the guy starting on the inside of that front row, the Tomasi posse. Tanner Tomasi takes the win.
Well, I'm a little bit worried now because Jordan Gage is 0 from 2 and he's just picked Dylan Yeager. So, ooh, big F's in chat for that one. Rocky, who you got? Anybody else that wants to participate? You got a chance to win $50 come the end of August.
So, Little Birdie said that Dylan Yeager had a new paint scheme, and there it is.
Pretty Pony? Oh.
Oh, no, it's a Little Bloomer. A Little Bloomer paint scheme there.
Ah, so hashtag Alex the Pretty Pony, Little Pretty Pony guy is no longer?
No, that's only with the street stocks.
Ah. Alex, a different paint guy. Yeager. Here we go. Heat race number 3 about to launch with Tanner Tomasi in the 09 machine. Green flag is out. We are underway in heat number 3. What can Dylan Yeager do? Look at him. He goes straight to the bottom side into turn number 1 and 2. Pull up alongside Tomasi, working down into turn number 3 and 4. Sliding up is Tanner Tomasi to the top side, but Yeager continues to run the bottom side. Now Yeager back to the inside, looks for the lead down through turn number 1 and 2.
And now you already know that 48 machine will not throw a slide job. He's going to stay on the bottom where he's comfortable at. Tanner Tomasi up top he goes in that 09 machine trying to catch up to the 48 of Dylan Yeager. Yeager on the bottom. They only won so far to lead a lap on the bottom side. We saw heat race number 1 and 2 win on the top side. Dylan Yeager going from the bottom.
Working down into turn number 1 and 2. Darren Lilly in the 25 on the outside looking in. Look at Howard Weaver, the bright orange machine for the 07 for Team Victory Lane Racing. You cannot miss that race case. Just in front of Brandon Marlowe, the 399 Motorsports entry in position number 6. But look out, here comes Tanner Tomasi. He was all over the back of Yeager. Now Yeager slides up into turn number 3 and 4. 5 down, 3 to run.
Tomasi right now looking for any way, shape, or form to get beneath Dylan Yeager. He tried to do it again in turn 1 and 2, through 3 and 4 now, and you see Dylan Yeager going to run a little bit of a slider line there in that corner, so the 48 machine trying some different stuff out.
Yeager, Tomasi, nose to tail. Look at the battle on for positions 3 and 4, 2 by 2 by 1 by 1 by 1. White flag is out, Alex, 1 to go. We'll stay focused on the battle for the transfer position.
Battle for the transfer position. Howard Weaver, the long-term veteran, against the hunt, the front number 1 of Jesse Enderkin. Through 3 and 4 they come. Weaver gets over the tires. He's side by side. Yeager wins. Here comes your battle. Howard Weaver takes the 3rd spot.
Oh my. What a way to finish up heat race number 3. Let's take a look at your official results coming up on your screen right now. Dylan Yeager gets the win from Tanner Tomasi, and Howard Weaver gets the 3rd and final transfer spot. 4 1,000ths of a second, Alex. Entick, Marlowe, Lilly, Powell, Underwood, Sprague, and Eads all going to a consolation. Heat number 4 will line up like this, Alex.
And starting on the front row for Team BLR, it's Damian Kiefer to the outside, the 31 of Brent Evans.
Row 2, position number 3 will be Logan Rumsey for Slick Sim Sports in the 41. He's outside the Jim Beaver Esports. Number 91 to Felix Roy, position number 4.
Full throttle performance, 70-70 was your hard charger last week. Robert Fletcher starts in the 5th spot to the outside. Drew Hopkins Racing, it's the 85 of Hunter Heck.
Row number 4 to the inside will be Andrew Hawkins out of position number 7. Justin Holt lines up out of position number 8.
Starting in the 9th spot, it's Logan Romney in the 7, and to the outside, the 57 of AJ Cruz.
All right, Alex, who you got in this one? I'll give you first pick. It's heat 4. It's your turn to have a first pick.
We'll go Kiefer.
Yeah, I'm already on Kiefer. I was already on Kiefer as well.
But now, correct me if I'm wrong, I think Kiefer has a bloomer paint scheme as well.
Possibly. Possibly. Hang on. Let me get into the... Yeah, they do. Bunch of boomers. Ha! See what I did there?
The copycat paint scheme. Kind of reminds me, with 2 teammates running that same logo, kind of reminds me of back a little bit ago when we had a team who had the same logo on all of their street stocks, just different colors, but the green flag is out here in heat race number 4.
Heat 4, top 3 to the main event. We're underway. It is Damien Kiefer leading Logan Rumsey down into turns 3 and 4. Brent Evans in 3rd position. Here comes Robert Fletcher. Big mover from last week's USA race. Now Felix Roy working to the cushion through 1 and 2. Alex, it's amazing how the first 2 heats can go to the top in 1 and 2 to where Dylan Yeager comes out in heat 3 and comes out, rolls the bottom side, and all of a sudden you've got heat 4 just rolling the bottom through 1 and 2. Yellow is out.
You know what? The copycats are in full effect because you look at Logan Rumsey's and it's a Lucas Oil dirt late model paint scheme there of Jonathan Davenport in the Superman paint scheme. So we have the Bloomer paints, we have a Davenport paint. I'm surprised we haven't seen a Rumley number 9 in the Kyle Larson paint scheme yet.
Well, there's only about 40 of them out there, isn't there? Hasn't already someone done up that Larson paint scheme in the late models?
There's plenty of them. I'm saying I'm surprised tonight with all the different ones. I'm surprised we don't see one yet in the field.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I mean, Anything is possible, Alex. Don't discount it out just yet. Logan Romney, the driver, back in the pit area for that one. So far we've had 40 cars take to the racetrack. Hello, Platzi. We're in heat race number 4. You're a little bit behind. I'll give you an opportunity right now, Platzi, before we go green. Pick someone from heat number 4 because you are already 3 points behind on me. I've picked 3 winners so far. Alex and Rocky have picked 2 apiece. And Jordan has picked up a win as well. John Darby has also picked up a win as well.
So pace truck dashes off. Heat race number 4 back underway. And Damian Kiefer going to go right back to the bottom side here. Rumsey now under fire here from Brett Evans as the 101 machine gets the start. There you see Felix Roy into the wall. And cars going sideways and upside down. And there's another caution. So we go from 3 clean as can be heat races with no cautions to 2 here in heat race number 4.
Now let's take a look here at Hunter Heck in the 85 machine. We'll take a look at your Ultimate Dirt TV instant replay. Just working through 1 and 2. Felix Roy just got hung up on the wall in turns 1 and 2, and as Hunter Heck was trying to go underneath him, unfortunately just could not unhook the 91 from the 85 entry, and Hunter Heck going back to the pits. Felix Roy back in pit road as well, so it just takes out 3 drivers in this one, leaving 7 cars on the racetrack. Platzi, you're allowed to pick anyone, just like we had a couple of nights ago. Anybody is up for taking, except for the main event. Alex and I have to go different for the hard charger and the main event winners. Hey Alex, you know what's happening tonight?
What?
The 360 Knoxville Nationals at the sprint car capital of the world, baby!
Oh, here we go. You know what the most interesting... Besides our arguments all the time, you know what the most interesting and funny argument it is?
What's that, mate?
We'll talk about it when we get another caution, because we're back to the green flag here in heat race number 4.
Alright, green flag is out. Damien Kiefer leads Brett Evans in 2nd position. Logan Rumsey back there in 3rd, just rolling the bottom through turns 1 and 2. Now they head into 3 and 4. Rumsey still somewhat tucked down to the bottom side of the racetrack, but the battle is on for positions number 2 and 3. Logan Rumsey trying to close in there on Brett Evans.
Brett Evans right now takes that 2nd spot away from Logan Rumsey in that 41 machine. 49 on the car there, as again the Davenport paint scheme rocking by the Pennsylvania kid of Logan Rumsey. But Rumsey better watch out, because that 77 of Robert Fletcher trying to make it a little bit easier for him this week if he can make it in from this heat race.
Yeah, well, again, he'll be looking to potentially come from the rear of the field. He done it last week at USA and moved up a number of positions. Alex will come to the white flag. Damien Kemper looking to make me look like a genius and go 4 for 4.
Oh, here we go. Damian Kiefer topside. Now we see a battle here for your 2nd spot. Rumsey, Evans, Fletcher all in the picture there. Evans goes to the bottom. Rumsey goes up top. Fletcher trying to go through the middle. Kiefer wins. Rumsey, Evans, your top 3.
Well, I get 1. You get 1. Rocky doesn't. Jordan gets 1. And John Darby gets another 1. There we go. So heat number 4 results coming up on your screen before we get into heat number 5. Kiefer, Rumsey, Evans, your top 3. Fletcher, Holt, Cruz, Hawkins, Heck, Romney, and Roy to the preliminary mains. Heat number 5, Kendall Tucker lines up the 00 machine from position number 1. Richard Murtaugh, Jr., position number 2.
Starting on the 3rd spot, the 14 for Slick Sim Sports, it's J.D. Brown. To the outside, the 01, it's Tyler Hudson.
Row 3 to the inside, position number 5 will be Matjoulis Seay, the 4-Link Motorsports. Number 1 to the outside for D1RT Racing, it's the 44 of John Rosario Jr.
Starting in the 7th spot, the 717, it's Bobby Rafferty. To the outside, the 357 of Troy Vaughn. And rounding out the field in the 8 machine, it's Austin Hunter.
We've got some problems here, Alex. We are going to be right back. We're going to take a quick commercial break. Alright, we are back. Apparently, I lost my packets. What a silly sausage. Alex, we're all going Kendall Tucker, but heat number 5 is, well, looking like we're not far away from wrapping this one. Apologies to the people at home.
And look for a second here, and look who's in that third spot, looking to make his second of 3 races to the A-main event, the 01 of Tyler Hudson. Or sorry, no, he's in 5th right now, looking to make an A-main event. But guess what? If he gets up to that 4th spot, he starts pretty close up into a transfer spot in one of those LCQs. So right now, the 01 wants to get up 1 spot or 2.
Well, next time I'm going to have to tie those packets down. We go to double file restarts here with just a green-white checker. Kendall Tucker leads the way from JD Brown, Richard Murtaugh Jr. 3rd, Matthew Selby 4th, Tyler Hudson 5th, Bobby Rafferty, Austin Hunter, Troy Vaughan, John Ruggiero Jr. 49 drivers have taken to green flag competition here at the Cedar Lake Speedway. And once again, it's going to be Kendall Tucker down into turn number 1 and 2. JD Brown right through the middle of the racetrack. Look at Tyler Hudson quickly moves up to position number 4. We come to the white flag. Alex, 1 to go.
1 to run. Kendall Tucker right now out in front in that 0-0 machine. J.D. Brown, Richard Murtaugh Jr. Jr. tries to make a move to the bottom side there. As you see J.D. Brown trying to go as well to the bottom side. Side by side, they go out of 3 and 4. Kendall Tucker wins. J.D. Brown, Richard Murtaugh Jr. going on to your A-main event.
Oh, there we go. Heat number 5 is wrapped up. Kendall Tucker getting the win. Oh, what's going on here? Hang on 1 second. Track. Okay, hang on. We're gonna play a quick ad. What ad can we play? Why is this stuffing up tonight? Righto, and we are back. Polly, I don't know why, that's twice I've had issues. Heat 5 results coming up quickly on your screen before we get into the first of 3 consolation races. Tucker, Brown, Murtaugh, your top 3. Everybody else will be into the consolation race, and we'll take the top 3 from the consies. As let's take a look, Chris Fisher and Robert Fletcher make up row number 1.
Row number 2, it's going to be the 2 of Chance Carr, and to the outside, the 01 of Tyler Hudson.
Then we go back to Darren Lilly and Brent Carter out of positions 5 and 6.
Starting 7th, the 224 of Andrew Hawkins. 8th, it's going to be the 23 of Jarrett Murphy.
Troy Vaughan, 9th, Ethan Sprague, 10th. Kevin Herbert out of position number 11. I'm going to go with Robert Fletcher in this one, Alex.
I want to copycat you. I really do.
Just do it then.
We're going to copycat you. We got to keep it close here.
What a copycat. No, Platzy's going Fletcher as well. There's a few Fletcher fans in the house tonight. Well, seems as though everybody wants to follow me. Like, I know I'm setting the bar high. Alex, I'm already 5 from 5.
And then you wonder why people double dip. But here we go for 1 of 3 B-mains underway here. Chris Fisher, Robert Fletcher lead us to the green flag. And already you see 4 wide action into turn 1 and 2. So again, everyone's going balls to the wall. And wow, Roy Vaughan and Ethan Sprague are in the wall.
Right now it's Chris Fisher leading the way from Robert Fletcher. Chance Carr in that 3rd and final transfer position. 3 wide. Tyler Hudson, Darren Lilly and Brent Carter into turn number 3 and 4. Carr rolls to the bottom side. That's Chance Carr. Fletcher closing in on Fisher, but the battle is on for the final transfer position. Tyler Hudson to the outside. Darren Lilly coming through the middle, but Tyler Hudson to the outside. Challenge for the race lead down into turn number 3.
Tyler Hudson right now trying to make it into the feature event for the 2nd time this season on the top side right now. But Chance Carr going to make a move here as well. Robert Fletcher right now in the 2nd spot. Fisher still your leader, but here comes Fletcher to the inside. So again, battling throughout this whole field, and the track getting very slick.
4 down, 8 to run here in B-main number 1. There'll be 3 B-mains on the program. Come Rob Fletcher. Can he put himself in somewhat of a better starting position in tonight's main event here at the Cedar Lake Speedway? Again, a big thank you to, of course, Matjoulis Seay Speedshop, Team Victory Lane Racing, Shop Fergie 22, and Bighorn Taxidermy. It's still Chris Fisher leading at the cross flag sticks of this one.
Chris Fisher in that 5 machine. He is out in front. Tyler Hudson trying to hold on to 3rd right now, but Chance Carr putting a whole bunch of pressure on that 01 machine. Again, lap traffic coming into play here soon with that 357 and the 117 slow on the track. So the 2 leaders of Chris Fisher, Robert Fletcher, they're starting to catch up here. Will lap traffic play an issue here in B-Main?
Well, considering we've only got 4 laps left to run, I doubt that lap traffic will have any sort of significant effect on the outcome of this race unless they are to mess up severely. We work into turns 3 and 4. We come to 3 to go, Alex, and right now Chris Fisher is looking to break everybody's hearts here in the Pick'em Challenge. And right now, well, Rocky's picked him, but that was a little late, Rocky.
I think Rocky was a little desperate times call for desperate measures, but the caution is out. So here we go, Brett Wheeler. We're going to have a green-white checkered again. And it's going to come down to who's going to make these transfer spots with Robert Fletcher up there, Chris Fisher, Tyler Hudson. Chance Carr was making a push, but he's on pit road now. So a tough break for that 2 machine. So keep an eye now on Andrew Hawkins, Kevin Herbert, and Jarrett Murphy. As you know, everything will be thrown. Caution to the wind here for those transfer spots.
All right, tell you what, just looking at the timestamp on that one. Yeah, it was 2 minutes later than what Caleb Ramsey put out there. So, Rocky, I think you're sort of clutching at straws on that one, buddy.
Oh, Brett Wheeler. So to continue this, we have our debates about is Knoxville or if it's Central Pennsylvania.
Oh, we know it's Knoxville. Come on, that line.
Shush. Here's the best one. Darn, we're back to the green flag.
Well, okay, I guess I'll take it from here. Chris Fisher leads Fletcher. Fletcher down to the inside here in a turn number 3 and 4. We come to the white flag. B-main number 1 is about to be wrapped up in 4 left-hand turns. It's going to be Chris Fisher, Robert Fletcher, and Tyler Hudson. 1, 2, and 3. Well, Fisher down to the inside again, down into 3 and 4. Who's going to have it as they come off turn number 4? To the start-finish line we go, and Fisher gets the job done. Second will go to Robert Fletcher. Third will be Tyler Hudson. Everybody else, well, it's time to pack it up and go home. B-main number 1 results on screen. Chris Fisher, Robert Fletcher, and Tyler Hudson get the 3 transfer positions. Everybody else, Herbert, Hawkins, Murphy, Sprague, Lilly, Carter, Carr, and Vaughan all go home. Heat races are complete. B-main number 2, Alex.
And on the front row, Team VLR, the 80 machine of Jacob Harberts to the outside. The 32 for 4Link Motorsports, it's Matthew Selby.
Position number 3 will be Brandon Marlowe, the 399 Esports entry to his outside for Team Victory Lane Racing, Leo Pena.
Starting at the 5th spot, it's AJ Cruz to the outside, the 42 of Jesse Wall.
Austin Hunter lines up the 8 from position number 7. Ryan Underwood, the 46 for Team Victory Lane Racing, out of position number 8.
Starting 9th, the 26 for Team VLR, it's Dustin Mombercat to the outside, the 7 of Logan Romney, and rounding out the field in the 101, it's Cole Henriksen, B-main number 2, starting grid, and Brett Wheeler. The conversation I've heard.
Hang on, before you go, I need your pick.
Oh, yeah, that's right, pick. We're going to go on a Hail Mary here. 46, Ryan Underwood comes through the field for the win.
Well, I'm going to go Jacob Harberts in the 80. Now you may continue on.
What is the late model capital of the world?
Who cares? It's late model racing.
Good answer, Brett Wheeler. Great answer.
You are asking the wrong guy on that one.
Because I've heard so many different answers on that one.
Yeah,
but it's not even funny.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Look,
you have Florida. You have a lot of the southern states in contention for that one.
Yeah, look, Rocky, I did give you that one. I figured why not? You need a point. So score standings. Myself 5, Alex Rocky 4, Jordan, John, Darby on 3, Platsy on 2, And we are green flag action for 12 laps around the Cedar Lake Speedway. Jacob Harberts will lead through turn number 1 and 2, but here comes that 4-Link Motorsports number 1 entry of Matjoulis Seay. Keep an eye on Underwood, who's buried deep in this B main.
Ryan Underwood right now going to take him 4 wide here as he tries to make it through his teammates there of Leo Pena as he gets shuffled on back now. Underwood in the 7th spot here, but again, a lot of laps still to go in this B main. Right now you have Selby, you have Marlowe, those two side by side for the 2nd spot here. Jacob Harberts now getting drug into this pressure as well.
Well, top 3 have broken away from a 4th place driver of AJ Cruz, so it's Harberts, your race leader from Marlowe and Selby. Marlowe on the bottom side, Selby on the top side in the 1 machine. Here comes Selby with a run down through turn number 1 and 2. He'll pull alongside Jacob Harberts and rocket back to the rail, rocking to the race lead down into turn number 3 and 4. Who's going to have it at the line? It's going to be Matjoulis Seay, who will lead lap number 4.
Selby now out in front of this B main number 2. Harberts, though, not giving in. He's going to go to the inside here once more. Side by side, these two go. Selby and Harberts, 4-Link Motorsports and VLR going at it head-to-head here in B main number 2.
Gee, Underwood really struggling here tonight at the Cedar Lake Speedway. He is not even in the picture. He's still in 8th position. He has not moved forward, but he has not gotten the blinkers on as he looks to get by Jesse Wall in the 2 machine. We stay focused on the top 3 again, who have broken away from the rest of the field. AJ Cruz, Austin Hunter, they're about to have a nice little battle for positions number 4 and 5, but it won't matter because right now, with just 5 laps remaining, we nearly go 3 wide through turns number 1 and 2. Selby, he gets a little tweak off turn number 2, Alex.
Selby right now trying to hold on to this race lead. Brandon Marlowe opening some eyes right now, running up here in the top 3, and now he's looking for that race lead here as he almost took him 3 wide between him, Harberts, and Selby. And to think Brandon Marlowe coming out party here, battling it up against some of these VLR boys.
Well, it's just 3 circuits remaining here at the virtual Cedar Lake Speedway. Matjoulis Seay for 4-Link Motorsports, your race leader. Brandon Marlowe, the 399 Esports entry, the 37, was running in 2nd, getting a little tight, and just allowed Jacob Harberts to move back to the inside. They continue their battle as these guys go side by side for the last 2 laps. Austin Hunter has closed in, and here comes Austin Hunter trying to break the hearts of one of these drivers. We come to the white flag this time by Alex.
Right now, Matjoulis Seay is your race leader, but the battle for the transfer spot is on. Marlowe and Hunter going at it side by side. Hunter has him out of turn 1 and 2, but here's a make or break turn. Hunter going to try and throw a slide job. Marlowe into the wall. Marlowe around, contact everywhere, and it's going to be Leo Pena taking home the 3rd spot.
Wow, what a battle, and what a move for that final transfer position. B main number 2 results coming up on your screen. Matjoulis Seay gets the win. Jacob Harberts in 2nd. Leo Pena in 3rd. It won't matter for the rest of them. Hunter, Cruz, Wall, Underwood, Marlowe, Romney, Henriksen, and Mombaket all going to finish up. Let's take a look at your final B main. Jesse Endigan lines up the 1 machine from position number 1. Zane Yost will start position number 2.
Starting in the 3rd spot, the 36 of Justin Holt to the outside, starting 4th, the 1 of Alex McCullum.
Position 5 of Bobby Rafferty. Out of position number 6 for Team Victory Lane Racing, it's Daniel Powell.
Starting in the 7th spot, it's the 331 of Dustin Hall for Slick Sim Sports to the outside. Drew Hopkins Racing, it's Hunter Heck.
David Kalb lines up out of position number 9. John Ruggiero Jr. out of position number 10.
Starting 11th, the 38 of William Eads, and rounding out the field, Jim Beaver Esports, the 91 of Felix Roy.
Who went first last time?
You did.
There was 5 heats. You took B main number 1. I took B. So yeah, your pick first, Alex. Not that it matters, but your pick first.
You know what? Hunt to the front he goes, the number 1 of Jesse Enderkin.
Okay, all right. Yeah, look, I'm going to pick the number 1. I kind of want to go McCullum, but my official pick will be Jesse. So, John Darby, he has gone with Holt. Where's Jordan Gage's pick? There he is. He's gone with Jesse as well. Okay, so between our picks, we've got Jesse Endigan and Zane Yost on the front row. Green flag this time by Alex.
Man, oh man, green flag is out. Jesse Enderking going to lead us to the green flag here in that one machine. He goes right to the middle side. Here is again the track, very slick, but 3 wide they go. Out of turn number 2 for that third spot. McCullum, Holt, and Rafferty going at it. And keep an eye on the rest of the field because they're catching up in Holt, Hall, Powell. Heck, they're right there in the picture as well.
Yeah, McCullum with a big slide job down into turn number 1 and 2 there on Zane Yost, but Zane Yost works it back to the inside. Here comes Bobby Rafferty. Look at him, 4 wide through turn number 3 and 4. We're going to go 4 wide off turn number 4 again, 3 wide down the front straightaway. Holy dooly, positions 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, 9, and nearly 10. You can throw a blanket over now, bring in second place runner. Oh, Zane Yost into the mix, as Jesse Anderson says, ta-da, bye-bye, have a wonderful time.
And the battle for second continues on between McCullum and Yost right now. And now you have Dustin Hall in the picture already as well. As you see Hunter Heck get shuffled back through the field. So everyone trying to make haymaker moves and then ending up getting shuffled back. Cars in the wall right now. As you see Felix Roy, remember, he made some moves last week. And he's looking to try and at least make some better moves here this week. As Roy and Underwood both might not make the feature here tonight.
Well, we'll look at Dustin Hall in the 331, the Dominator Dirt Dominator iRaps for Slick Sim Sports. He's up to position 3. He started in 7th and now coming up the second spot down into turn number 3 and 4. 3 wide again, now nearly 4 wide down the front straightaway. 2 by 2 as we work into turn number 1 and 2. Halfway home, Alex, 6 down and 6 to run.
And now Alex McCullum takes advantage here. Here comes Hunter Heck now to the inside of Dustin Hall. Side by side, those two go. Heck to the bottom, Hall up top, and now here comes Zane Yost in the picture again. Yost, Hall, Heck go 3 wide at it here in turn 1 and 2. Hall in the wall, sideways he goes. Everyone trying to keep it going, but cars sideways, caution flag out.
Well, 3 and 4 into 1. Do not mix, Alex. And first caution of Big Main number 3. The final last chance qualifier. If you want to get into tonight's main event, you need to do it now. Unfortunately, Zane Yost, he's been scored as out of the event. Bobby Rafferty back on pit road. So unfortunately, for the guys that pick Zane Yost, Rocky Battenfield, Platzi, bye-bye. Better rock next time in the main event. Don't forget the main event. We're going to ask you to pick a winner and a hard charger. They'll be both worth 1 point each. Unless it's Craig Plater to beat Alex Robinson, or unless it's anyone to beat Alex Robinson for second, then you might get that extra half a point, Alex.
Oh, here we go with this again.
Well, I mean, for the second week in a row last week, you finished runner-up to Platzi. You finished back in third place. You got the bronze medal. You got to be happy with the bronze. I mean,
here's the real question.
There's a solid top 3.
You're gonna be on Monday night, or no, Sunday night.
So what?
Correct. You're on call for that one for JSI.
Yeah, mate.
Because I'll be up early. Because I got to smoke some pulled pork.
You got to what? You got to smoke what?
Pulled pork.
Oh, okay.
You know, a beautiful pork shoulder. You throw in the smoker and you let it smoke for a few hours, and it tastes phenomenal.
Getting up.
Oh, bro, Wheeler, we need to get you over to America, and you need to have some pulled pork.
Give me some soup. I'll take soup any day of the week. Yellow is back out just as I was about to call that one. So, does that mean you're going to be on call for JSI?
I might. I got to see if I can get a laptop. If I can get a laptop to the place and the internet to work, it's going to be fun. Because then I will be. But I will let you know. Okay.
Well, you did miss Platzi's hard charging effort the other night.
I did. I'm so sorry.
21st
but also,
to
I'm a little upset. You come to my porch. Don't tell me you're coming to my porch, because I would have gladly called any race at the porch.
You know what I'm getting from this, Alex? That's a you problem.
Porch.
That's a you problem.
I blame Platzi, because Platzi should tell me this stuff.
No. You can't blame Platzi. But look, if there's a race going on at the Grove, you should know about it.
Oh, but while we talk about different stuff as well, have you visited Shop Fergie at all in the past few weeks?
That's a negative.
I have. The issue is, if I continue to, I'm going to be spending money because Chris Ferguson's gear is phenomenal.
Of course it is. That's why it's one of the best. Green flag is back out. 9 laps in the books. 3 laps left to run for Jesse Entigan to transfer into the main event along with Alex McCullum and Dustin Hall. Back to position number 3, John Ruggiero Jr. hard charging from 10th all the way up to position 4. 1 spot shy at the moment for John Ruggiero, who come to the popsicle sticks. 2 to go, Alex.
Jesse Enterkin out in front right now. On the top side he goes. McCullum tried to sneak to the bottom side. Now Ruggiero Jr. He is in your 3rd spot now, but he's battling it out with Dustin Hall with the white flag in the air on Jesse Enterkin.
Jesse Entigan leading. It's the battle of the ones. I told you, Alex, I was in 2 minds of picking which number 1. Who's going to have it into turns 3 and 4? McCullum on the inside, Entigan on the outside. Oh, boy, I think Entigan may have just stolen it. He may have stolen it back. Oh, boy, that is going to be tight. Ruggiero gets position number 3 as well. What a finish. I tell you what, the B-Mains and the Heat Racers, they have produced some phenomenal racing. Entigan gets it by half a tenth, .050 over Alex McCullum. John Ruggiero will get that 3rd and final transfer position. Holy smokes, Alex.
Sorry, 1 second. Alex is doing his writing.
So Alex is writing down heat race winners. Heat races top 3. He's also writing down B-main transferees. And in the meantime, I'm going to give you an update on the score. Jordan Gage picked Jesse Entigan as well. So let me give you a quick update on the scores at the moment. Platzi sits on 2 points. John Darby sits on 3 points. Jordan Gage, Rocky Battenfield sitting on 4 points. Alex Robinson sitting on 5 points. And the king of the picks, yours truly, sitting on 6. It's not bad, 6 out of 8 races. And I think I've had 2 seconds in those 2.
Okay, Brett Wheeler. Are we going to wait now, or are you going to take your pick for the feature yet?
Well, I'm going to go with John Ruggiero Jr. for my high charger.
Okay.
And I'm going to go with Evan C. for the win.
Okay, I can respect that.
Of course you can.
I'm going to go with Robert Fletcher to go back-to-back on hard charging efforts.
Okay, hang on. Let me write this down now. I'm going to try and put the names up there so people have got an idea. Who are you going with? Fletcher for hard charger.
And for the win, I'm going to go with the 12 for Team ABR Esports, Alex Bergeron.
You know what? You didn't even have to say that because I'd already written that down for you.
You know me so well.
Oh, yeah. Alright, guys, if you're playing along in the Facebook chats, who is your pick to win here tonight? And then I need you to write down who is going to be a hard charger. Please make it as clear as possible. If you pick Evan C to win, just write C win. If you're going to pick someone for a hard charger, like Robert Fletcher, John Ruggiero, JD Brown, anyone, just write HC next to their name. Again, a big thank you to, of course, Team Victory Lane Racing for putting on this series, but of course, none of it would be possible without the support of the wonderful sponsors that help put on this event. Of course, Matjoulis Seay Speedshop, Bighorn Taxidermy, Shop Fergie 22, CFM Esports, and the entire team, the admin staff, whether you're taking pictures, doing write-ups, or Stephen Calavoda doing the race control. It is a well-oiled machine each and every Thursday night. Again, this is round number 3. The opening round at Volusia was won by Alex Bergeron. And then last week, it was, I want to say Evan C, am I correct? Yes, Evan C won. Hang on.
No.
Are you sure? Rocky, who won last week?
I want to say Blake won last week. No, he lost it in the final few laps. It was Evan C, that's right.
Yeah, get out of here. And then tonight, Cedar Lake, who will take out round number 3 of the Matjoulis Seay Speedshop. Hopefully not too far away as the track has had a bit of a freshen up. Next week, we go to the Eldora Speedway, followed by Kokomo Speedway, Knoxville Raceway, the sprint car capital of the world, plays host to the late models, the Fairbury American Legion Speedway, and the final race of the season, Lanier National Speedway. That may get changed up. We'll have to wait and see what race control do. We are set for the start. Alex, we're going to quickly go through the grid because once we do that, I've got to try and get everybody's picks in. So Rocky is going for C for the win. Okay, he's going C to win, and Jesse Enterkin as the hard charger. Okay. Who else have we got? Righto. Alex, we'll go from back to front with your starting grid.
And starting in row number 12 to the outside, the 49 of John Ruggiero Jr. To the inside, Team VLR, it's Leo Pena.
Row 11 to the outside, Tyler Hudson, position number 22. To the inside, Alex McCullum, position number 21.
Row number 10 to the outside, Team VLR, the 80 machine, it's Jacob Harberts. To the inside, full throttle performance, the 77 of Robert Fletcher.
Jesse Enterkin, the hunt to front, number 1, starts 18th, Matthew Selby for 4 League Motorsports out of 17.
16th, it'll be Chris Fisher, and 15th, the 44 of Richard Murtaugh Jr.
Brent Evans lines up, position number 14. To the inside, position 13, it's Howard Weaver.
Starting in the 12th spot, Jim Beaver Esports, the 22, it's Brandon Proudfoot. 11th to 37, a Team VLR, it's Randall Carter.
JD Brown starts position number 10, Logan Rumsey, teammate, to the inside, position number 9.
Tomasi Posse, Tanner Tomasi starts 8th. Inside, it's the 16 of Jay Place.
Position number 6 will be Cole Caray. Position number 5, Kendall Tucker.
Row number 2, to the outside, it's Team VLR, the 0 of Damian Kiefer. To the inside, it's his teammate, the 48 of Dylan Yeager.
The front row for round number 3 in the Matjoulis Seay Speedshop Pro Late Models, Alex Bergeron, position number 2. And position number 1 for Team Victory Lane Racing, looking to back up a win from last week. That is Evan C. It's time to get your picks in, ladies and gentlemen. You've got to the end of lap number 5 or the first caution inside the first 5 laps. Alex, I'm going to let you lead us to the start. I'm going to write down everybody's picks.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it's about to go down because it's time to throw down. Here for your main showdown, the green flag is out. Evan C. Alex Bergeron going side by side, and already we're out of here. 3 wide, mid-pack they go. Kendall Tucker getting shuffled back through the field. Evan C. in the 33 machine. He's going to lead lap number 1. Bergeron under pressure as you see Dylan Yeager, Damian Keefe for the 2 Bloomquist cars. That's sitting 3 and 4.
Well, completing lap number 2, we are Evan C. 50 laps in the 50 laps on the board for tonight's main event. 2 laps in. Bergeron runs second. Yeager in third. Kiefer in fourth, and Jay Place in fifth. So 5, your top 5 for Team Victory Lane Racing cars. And boy, I tell you what, they always boast a strong field towards the front of the field, Alex.
You look at it here. Yeager, Kiefer, Place. All VLR, Randall Carter as well, VLR in that top 10. And Evan C., that VLR leader in the 33 machine. He is out in front right now, starting to pull away from the 12 machine of Alex Bergeron. But we saw it last week. Those guys up front, anything can happen at any given time right now. So right now it's Alex Bergeron. But with the short track, lap traffic can play a factor in a matter of no time.
Yeah, it certainly can. Kendall Tucker, I tell you what, he's making quick work of this field, trying to get back up to where he originally started. He started position number 5. He's up to 6 right now. Puts a slide job there on Rumsey. Randall Carter back to the inside. They'll 3 wide momentarily down the back straight. What a battle this is for positions 6, 7, and 8. And then you go back to Colquhoun, 9, 10 of Tomasi. Rounds out your top 10. The top 5 are just broken away, and they're single file all up on the top side of the racetrack.
Top 5 right now. It's C, Bergeron, Yeager, Kiefer in place. But then you look 2 by 2 by 2. You have Rumsey, Carter, Kendall Tucker, Tomasi, Cole Cabre, Howard Weaver looking to get in the top 10 here. That 07 machine. He's battling it out with JD Brown, Cole Cabre. As again, the battle throughout this top 15 even are going at it side by side.
Yeah, they're really utilizing both top and the bottom group early on in this main event. Carter Randall Carter and Logan Ramsey, a little contact. We are 10 laps into this 50-lap journey. Still 40 to go. Look at the marbles developing right through the middle of the racetrack. That may be crucial. It'll probably about lap 30, lap 35 once this track gets slickened off from top to bottom. It's here comes Tomasi trying to close in on Kendall Tucker into turns number 1 and 2. He'll to the inside in 3 and 4. But there's not much of a preferred line, Alex. You've got a number of drivers running the top, number of drivers running the bottom. And now you've got some drivers starting to run right through the marbles in 1 and 2 and 3 and 4.
Everyone trying to find their groove right now. As you see, 12 laps in the book. And Evan C. still your leader. Bergeron, Yeager, Kiefer place. That top 5 hasn't changed much, but again, your teammates of Kiefer and Yeager going at it side by side. Kiefer on the bottom, Yeager up top. Those two have been going at it, the only battling throughout that top 5 right now. As you see, there's a gap between C and Bergeron. Dylan Yeager and Kiefer, they have a gap between themselves and Jay Place.
Yeah, again, Kiefer and Yeager. Kiefer on the bottom side. I want to say Yeager on the... That doesn't sound right. It's got to be Yeager on the bottom side. In fact, it is Yeager on the top side. Wow, what am I witnessing? Dylan Yeager. Well, he's finally learned that, he's trying to tub it right now, Alex.
He's trying to, but the one thing we haven't seen is a slide job, but caution flag waves. For the first time here in your feature event. And oh boy. Ultimate Dirt TV instant replay. Let's see here. Brent Evans and the 101 machine. Going to get into it with Richard Murtaugh Jr. It looks like he goes around, does a little 360 spin there. Is it? Yes.
Yeah, it's Murtaugh. Just straight into the back of him. 360.
Around he goes.
Tell you what,
He saves it, but just enough for a caution.
Yeah, Ruggiero was very lucky on that one because that happened right in front of him as they were coming down into turns 1 and 2 as we come back to live pictures here from the Cedar Lake Speed. We'll wait for the timing and scoring loop to fix itself up, and then of course unofficially at this stage I can go through some of the bigger movers and shakers through this field. Randall Carter up 5, make that up, yeah, he's in 6th position, so up 5 spots. Matthew Selby up 4, Tyler Hudson up 5, Leo Pena I think was up 4, and John Ruggiero Jr. he was also up 5 as well.
Brett Wheeler, you want to know the funny thing about what Austin Carr said in the VLR chat?
Who's Austin Carr?
He goes, Howard Weaver for the win. Just kidding, it's not 2017. I'm waiting for the day where Howard Weaver makes the podium and shuts all the haters for saying he's washed up. But right now, he's just in the top 10, and he's content right now in that 07 as the green flag was out, and now the caution's back out.
Yeah, let's see if that is... Oh, yeah, we got, Kyle Cabray. Did anyone pick Cabray? Nope. Kyle Cabray in the 71 for D1RT Racing. Started outside row 5. Let's take a look at your Ultimate Dirt TV instant replay. Oh, he had nowhere to go on that one. And was just sort of checked up. And unfortunately, I think that was JD Brown who ended up getting into the back of him. But Kyle Cabray ends up on his lid. So he's back in the pit area, and a tough break for Cole Cabray. Cabray was 8th in the point standings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He's 8th, and he's only 19 points behind Alex Bergeron, who is your points leader. So a pretty good couple of weeks as Alex Bergeron. I think he's had a win and a 3rd place.
You know, the one thing that we've heard from guys like him, Evan C., Blake Matjoulis, of why they get all their points championships? Consistency. It don't matter if you're winning 2nd or 3rd. Consistency is what matters the most. And if you finish on that podium every single week, no matter where it is, you have a good chance of winning the points championship.
Yes, you certainly do. Again, don't forget these drivers have 1 drop week, so they'll take their worst week and they'll drop the points, and then of course the highest points scorer after the best 7 weeks of competition will be your Matjoulis Seay Speedshop Pro Late Model Champion, thanks to Bighorn Taxidermy and Shop Fergie 22. Set for a start this time by green flag is back out. This time Evan C got a good jump on Alex Bergeron. Will he get a chance to slide it up to the top side of the racetrack? Yes, he does. Oh boy, tough break for Evan Seay, but Alex Bergeron, now your new race leader down into turn number 3 and 4. Here comes Seay back to the inside. And again, they switch lines down into 1 and 2. Seay with a slide job on Bergeron.
Here we go, the battle for the race lead, what most people were waiting for here. Alex Bergeron, Evan Seay. Bergeron takes some lead here as he leads lap number 19 there, but Evan Seay goes to the inside here. They're getting caught up though, because here comes Kiefer, here comes Jaeger. Jay Place right now having competition with his teammate of Randall Carter, so keep an eye on this one. A little contact between Seay and Bergeron. Bergeron to the bottom side, slide job for your race lead, and here we go. 4-car battle for your lead.
20 down, 30 to go. Make it 21 down, 29 to go. Evan Seay, Evan Seay. I'm so used to saying Evan Seay and Blake Matjoulis, but it's Evan Seay and Alex Bergeron again. They trade slide jobs at both ends. It just goes to show you right now the respect that these two guys, the way that they maneuver their late models around the Cedar Lake Speedway. It is phenomenal because here comes Bergeron back with a slide job. Kiefer nearly getting into the back. Oh, look out, Kendall Tucker and Jay Place got some dramas out of turn number 2. We stay green for the moment. Lap number 23 is in the books. Look at them, 3 and 4 wide near the back of the pack, Alex.
Right there, Evan Seay had him by a nose, but here we go. Bergeron, Seay, they continue it out. Randall Carter in the 5th spot. Howard Weaver, he's holding on to the 9th spot right now. So keep an eye on that orange machine right now as he is in the 9th spot looking for more.
Man, Bergeron nearly parked it on the snoot of the 33 machine of Evan Seay. Again, we continue to tick off the laps. Evan Seay, your race leader from Alex Bergeron. Bergeron again down into turn number 1 and 2. Oh, look out, some mechanical issues for the 33 of Evan Seay. But Dylan Yeager, Damien Kiefer, they are hanging right with the top 2 right now. And Damien Kiefer, one mistake from Seay or Bergeron, and he is going to capitalize big time.
Dylan Yeager, Damien Kiefer, they're sitting in the 4th and 3rd spot right now. Kiefer running the top side here. He's looked good in that VLR machine of lately. As you see, that's the 2 newest members there of VLR in Yeager and Kiefer. And right now, they're sitting 3 and 4 with a caution flag in the air.
My, oh my. What a race for the top 2 spots. You know what? I'm even going to throw the top 3 and 4 in there, because that was absolutely spectacular. We'll take a look at your Ultimate Dirt TV instant replay. The Jim Beaver Esports 22 entry of Brandon Proudfoot. Look at them, 3 wide. Jacob Harvitz and Proudfoot just got hooked together. Harvitz goes around. Oh no, Rogero. Does he stay in? I think the yellow might have been out that time. Hopefully there's not too much damage on that race car. Biggest mover so far, I think, was going to be maybe Jesse Entigan or Matthew Selby at this stage. I'll have to wait for the timing once again to fix itself back up.
You know what? Jesse Entigan was going to be my pick, but then I thought, let's try and double dip with Robert Fletcher after his hard charging effort last week.
All right, just looking at it. Randall Carter up 6, Matthew Selby up 6, and timing, stop it! I'm trying to give people an update on who is the hard charger. Here we go. Carter up 6, Selby up 6, Harvitz up 6, Hudson up 6, Rogero +1, Fletcher now -1. Green flag is back out, 22 to go.
Here comes Bergeron right back to the inside of the 33 Evan Seay right now. Battle for that 3rd spot as you see Howard Weaver getting shuffled back. He gets shuffled back to the 12th spot there. You see him 4 wide in turn 3 and 4. Cars battling it out. There you see the 0-1 of Tyler Hudson looking for a top 10. He's in the 11th spot right now. Matthew Selby on his list next as he goes to the inside of Selby. Side by side, that's your battle for the top 10 spot. Tyler Hudson on the 0-1. You have Matthew Selby holding that spot right now.
Hudson up to position number 10 momentarily. He's in 11th. He's up 11 positions. Biggest mover by far, Alex McCullum +6. Matthew Selby +7. Randall Carter +6. So right now, Hudson, he has got the hard charger award at the moment, but we're still 18 laps away from finding out who's going to take out this one. Evan Seay is just broken away from Alex Bergeron. Probably that caution right there was a blessing in disguise for the 33 of Evan Seay.
Yeah, it was. And here you see J.D. Brown, Jay plays, Tomasi, Rumsey. Rumsey goes to the outside of Carter. He's looking for a 5th place spot here. Carter on the bottom side. And you see Yeager up there right in front of him. Yeager trying to fight that bottom side there a little bit, and it's slowing him down, and he's drifting back away from Damian Kiefer and into the pressure of Rumsey, Carter, and Tomasi.
Yeah, Rumsey in the 49 machine again, working the top side through turn number 1 and 2. Lap number 35 of 50, meaning this time by once Evan Seay in the field come past the flag stand. We are just 15 short circuits away from finding out, will Evan Seay go back-to-back after a win last week at USA? Randall Carter, meanwhile, again to the inside on Logan Rumsey down into turn number 3 and 4. Right through the bottom, he goes. Look out, because here comes Tomasi rolling the bottom as well.
Tanner Tomasi trying to get into that top 5 spot. So is Rumsey here. So a lot of cars trying to get into the top 5. Cole Cabrera back on pit lane. So that looks to write an end to the 71's night, and it will be, as he is now at least 1 lap down. So tough break for Cole Cabrera. But Rumsey right now looking again, trying to catch up to that 37 of Randall Carter. Carter on the bottom side, Tomasi on the bottom side, going over the tires there as Tomasi's putting all caution to the wind.
I'll tell you what, at this stage, it's going to be tight in the point standings for the winners picked, and gathering up the most points after week at number 1. It's certainly going to be tight at the top of the leaderboard. It's still Evan Seay, Alex Bergeron, Damian Kiefer, 1, 2, and 3. Yeager all alone in 4th position. You're watching the battle between 5th and 6th. Logan Rumsey in the 49 up on the top side. Randall Carter, the Salina Truck Stop Team, Victory Lane Racing, trying to stay inside the top 5. And Randall Carter's had a bit of work to do. He started 11th right now. And if he can grab a top 5 at +6 on the night, would be a great boost for the 37's confidence going into Eldora next week.
Logan Rumsey right now in the 6th spot, going to the outside of Randall Carter once more, and now Tomasi trying to make a slide job on Logan Rumsey. That opens the door. J.D. Brown now to the inside of Tanner Tomasi for that 7th spot. J.D. Brown now in the picture here. Tyler Hudson moves into the top 10 here, battling it out with Matthew Selby. Kendall Tucker on the outside of the top 10 with Jay Place.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, we know we might have an advantage being an iRacing staffman, but I'll tell you what, he has really made work of the Cedar Lake Speedway. The 01 now 3 wide. Kendall Tucker goes through the middle. Matthew Selby on the top side. Tucker slides up in front of Selby. Selby back underneath him down out of turn number 2. Hudson gets clear of both of them this time by 6 laps left remaining here at Cedar Lake for Evan Seay, who holds a 1 second advantage over Alex Bergeron.
Evan Seay looking sharp right now, and has he entered lap traffic yet? I'm not sure where that 33 is on the raceway, as there he is, so no lap traffic in the picture at all, and it looks like there won't be any for the rest of this race here. So the 33, it's all going to come down to a perfect race here if Alex Bergeron and Damian Kiefer can catch up to that VLR 33.
Contact between Rumsey and Tomasi. Tucker right there waiting for a mistake from Rumsey or Tomasi. 3 wide down the back straightaway. A number of rows. Look at them. 3 by 2 by 3. Big slide job by Tucker on Tomasi. He pretty much parked it on the snout of the 09 machine. And Tomasi going to come back into turn number 1 and 2. But he stays glued to the bottom side. Alex 2 to go this time by.
Judah running again this top 10, feisty all throughout. You have Tyler Hudson trying to stay in the top 10 right now, battling it out with VLR J Place. You have Tucker, you have Rumsey, you have Tanner Tomasi. They're battling it out as well, but there is your race leader, the 33 of Evans. See the white flag in the air. 1 more lap around the raceway, and it's all said and done right now. Just 1 more corner down the back chute into turn 3 and 4. The 33, Brett Wheeler wins again here with the picks, because Evan Seay takes home your feature win here at Cedar Lake Speedway.
What a drive and a calculated performance by the team. Victory Lane Racing, number 33 entry of Evan Seay. A hell of a drive by Alex Bergeron, who stuck it to him for probably half of that race. And what about the midway point of that race, Alex? Right in the middle, where these drivers just made each other work. There was slide jobs galore, left, right, and center. But no one could deny the 33 of going to victory lane for the 2nd week in a row. Let's take a look at your official results coming up on your screen. It will be Evan Seay who gets the win, followed by Alex Bergeron 2nd, Damian Kiefer 3rd, Dylan Yeager, great drive in 4th, and J.D. Brown rounds out the top 5.
Randall Carter in 6th, Kendall Tucker 7th, Logan Rumsey, Tanner Tomasi, and Tyler Hudson comes home in the 10th spot.
11th will be Jay Place, Jacob Harvitz in 12th. 13th is Chris Fisher, Matthew Selby 14th. In 15th position for Team VLR, it's Howard Weaver.
John Ruggiero Jr. will come home in 16th. 17th, it's Robert Fletcher. Jesse Enrican in 18th. Alex McCullum 19th. Leo Pena in the 20th spot. And then it's Brandon Proudfoot, Brent Evans, Richard Murtaugh Jr. That's all your finishers there, all on the lead lap. And then Cole Cabre being the only one finishing on pit row in 24th.
Not bad, considering that we had just one car out of the 24-car field. We had, I think, 3, maybe 4 cautions in that main event. Just the one car finishes on pit road. 23 drivers still on the racetrack and completed all 50 laps. So, Evan C gets the win. I had that pick as a win. Rocky Battenfield had that as a win. Platzi had that as a win. But Tyler Hudson gets the hard charger. Nobody had Hudson for the hard charger. The other big movers through the field, Jacob Harvitz, a +8 from 20th up to 12th. And John Ruggiero Jr. +8 as well from 24th up to position number 16. We'll go from back to front from 3rd through to 1st. And we're going to throw it down to Alex Robertson, who was caught up with our 3rd place driver.
And coming home in 3rd tonight, the VLR machine of Damian Kiefer. And it's your first podium here in a while. And how does it feel considering you had to fight for that one with your teammate Dylan Yeager?
Yeah, it felt pretty good there. I kind of like Cedar in a weird way. Not many people like this track. Drive's a little awkward, but I know I was trading laps there with Yeager for a little bit, and then once we had a restart and I was on top, I knew I'd be able to get by him because that was my preferred line of 1 and 2. But I was just as fast, if not faster, than Evan there, probably lap 35 to 45. But just whenever you a second back, it's hard to reel in the leaders, and I started to overthink how I was going to pass Bergeron. Then I started to mess up. But I'll take a 3rd place with these guys with 2 world-class drivers any day.
And now, the one thing I want to know, who had the paint scheme first, you or Dylan Yeager? Because both of you with the Bloomer paint scheme, I'm a little intrigued to see who was the copycat here.
Oh, for sure. I had it first. I even have, picture evidence I could pull up that I got it a week earlier. I always love Bloomer cars, and I want to do a little throwback, change things up. But I dig it, and it's kind of cool that we're on the same team, team wraps, I guess you would say, and a 3rd and 4th from us. So I guess we're pretty similar guys. I like the top, and he likes the bottom.
Well, we know you have a lot of great sponsors on that machine, so take some time and thank them all.
I got to thank Team VLR for everything. They helped me out in the past few weeks. DQ Speed is always the guys back there to help me out. JDM Designs with a sick wrap. C Performance, CFM Esports, Matjoulis Seay Speedshop, and TAC 3 Defense, iRacing, iFlag, and then you guys for the broadcast, and hope to see you guys soon.
Well, that is your 3rd place finisher of Damian Kiefer. Brett Wheeler, you're with our 2nd place finisher, the 12 of Alex Bergeron.
Yeah, standing by with our runner-up here tonight for Team ABR Esports. It's the 12 of Alex Bergeron. Alex, congratulations on a 2nd place drive here tonight. But, man, let's talk about that. The midway point of that race, there was a restart where you got a good jump on Evan C. And probably for the next 10 to 15 laps, it felt like that you guys just traded haymakers. What was it like throwing haymakers with Evan C. here at Cedar Lake tonight?
It was really sad because it was blinking really badly in the server. We could barely see him on the racetrack every lap, pretty much. So there at the end was a bit better, but it's just try to do slide jobs, and with a car that's blinking a lot, it's really hard. And so it was better for us to stand back a little bit and finish in the second spot there for the points. But we tried everything we could there, and we didn't want to wreck. And so, some drivers get penalties for blinking, some others don't. So hopefully next week it's get better for us.
Mate, you came into tonight leading the points championship. Again, you only had a 1-point differential between yourself and I think it was Kendall Tucker in second. Tucker had somewhat of a bad night in 7th spot. How much momentum does that give you, and looking forward to next week at Eldora Speedway?
Well, definitely it gives us a bit of momentum. We know we're very good in these cars, and we have the potential to win the championship. We just have to take every week, very good, and trying to get those points, just like I mentioned earlier tonight. So just to get good results every week and try to stay in contention, really.
Mate, what do you look forward to most about next week? Is it a racetrack that you like running here in the Pro Late Models?
Yeah, I didn't really run there much in the Pro Late Models, but it's just a very good track, just like the Late Models. The track will perform to the top, but as the track goes on, it will definitely change, and we'll see slide jobs and every sort of things like that. So I think it's going to be a good show for your fans out there.
All right, buddy. Look, well done on second place here tonight. I'm still just waiting for the points to be updated, but again, I still would imagine that you would be leading the point standings after 3 weeks of competition. Alex, before we let you go, of course, we know there's a lot of good sponsors on this race car, a lot of good people behind the scenes helping out each day. Now's an opportunity, mate, to thank those people and sponsors.
Yeah, for sure, Brett. Thank you. Definitely got to thank Team EVRE Sports, Rebecca, Jason, as always, for everything they do, this team, and helping myself out and always be good on the racetrack. Of course, all of our partners, Logic, CSI Shocks, BK Design, Smart Farm Equipments, Wraps and Stitches, Stucco, BME Dirt Racing Simulators, ABR Step Shop, CD Scintigraphy, and Grassy 3R, and everyone watching tonight, fans watching as well, and my dad for watching all the time. So good job, guys, for the broadcast as well.
There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Alex Bergeron home in second spot. Down to victory lane with Alex Robinson.
Coming home with the win tonight, Evan C. And you pick off where you left off last week in another spot and another win. Go quick time, win it, and clean sweep it all here at Cedar Lake Speedway. How does it feel?
Well, it's definitely a little bit of pressure off of me now. Definitely wanted to. Thought we could win this track, pretty easily if we can just qualify up front, and that was the main thing because it can get pretty hard to pass on this track, and we was able to start up front, and after that it was just trying to keep the lead and not make any mistakes. It's pretty easy to get into the wall on this track in 1 and 2, and just ruin your whole race. So we was able to do that, and just keep it out front and battle with Alex there, and luckily he was able to pull away a little bit towards the end.
Now talk about that midway point when that caution came out. There you had Bergeron throwing haymakers left and right with you there, and that was a great 10-lap split there between the two of you, slide job after slide job. But then what regained there that you started pulling back away?
Yeah, he was just able to get to the outside of me on the start. It's pretty easy to do here, beat somebody onto the top into one. If you can do that, you can, you have to force them to throw his slider. So, he was able to do that one restart. I just had to keep throwing the sliders to him, and, hopefully I can just, keep inching my way in front of him, and, maybe he makes a mistake, but he was able to do that. And, that's main thing was the next restart after that was able to get a pretty good start. And, he didn't beat me to the outside in that time. And, I knew we could pull away if we can just get some clean track and not have to throw the sliders back and forth. And, I was able to do that last restart and, put together a good run there.
Well, take some time and thank all those great sponsors on that 33 machine.
Yeah, just got to thank everybody at Team VLR, CFM Sports, Matjoulis Seay Speedshop, Tactory Defense, Howard Weaver, Selena Truck Stop. Just everybody else helps out, and Bighorn Taxidermy, and just thank y'all for doing a broadcast for us.
Well, that is your winner, the 33 Evan C. Brett Wheeler, you're with our hard charger, Tyler Hudson.
Yeah, certainly are. Tyler Hudson home in 11th position. Tyler, congratulations. 22nd to 11th. Did you think that you had that kind of car speed in the 01 machine tonight?
Yeah, I think I was pretty sure we did, because we've been trying some stuff lately. We missed the show last week, just trying different stuff to try and find some speed. And I did it again tonight in the heat race and was not very good. So my heat to the last chance race was about 60 seconds, and I loaded up what we ran at Volusia, where we ran in the top 10 there, and right off the bat, it was like instantly better. So I knew starting that far back, I didn't know, but I felt pretty confident we were going to drive. I was hoping for the top 10. Luckily, we got to 10th, but it all worked out.
You said there wasn't a lot of time from the heat race to your consolation races. After the consolation race, after the third one, how much are you looking at the racetrack? Because there was a track reset, and it comes back to a fresh racetrack. How did you sort of prepare yourself for the main event? After looking at the racetrack from the heats, from the Conti, I should say, and going forward to attack your racetrack in the main event.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I don't race on dirt as much as I used to, so I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to be doing in those situations, as far as like with the car set up and driving wise, you just have to drive it a lot harder when it resets like that than you do in the slick. And so pretty much, I mean, I just went back to the baseline setup. We ran at Volusia and changed the gear, and that's kind of it. Maybe there's probably more you're supposed to be doing, but we haven't quite figured that out, but we're working on it and trying to get better every week. So on that note, though, I got to thank Dustin Montgomery and Travis Sollenberger. They were the guys working on turning the wrenches or clicking the buttons and keeping me up to date with where people were running, what lanes to be in. That's all that was right there, is Travis telling me what lane to be in on those restarts, and we pass cars every time. So big thanks to those guys.
Well, buddy, hell of a drive from 22nd all the way up to position 11 again. Tonight's hard charger here at the virtual Cedar Lake Speedway. Tyler, any sponsors on this race car? Any other people behind the scenes, buddy, that you'd like to give a mention to while we've got you?
Yeah, just those guys I already mentioned. Of course, you guys for doing this broadcast, and VLR for putting this whole thing on for all of us to race. Appreciate it. It's been a good time. It's really competitive and makes it fun for all of us. So thanks.
One last tongue-in-cheek question. Surely we can be on iRacing next week, right?
I don't know. I'll see what I can do.
Well, good, buddy. Hey, we'll look forward to seeing you next week at Eldora, mate.
Thanks, guys.
Tyler Hudson home in 11th spot. Tonight's hard charger from the virtual Cedar Lake Speedway. Alex, round number 3 is wrapped up. Evan C goes back to back. Still waiting for the points to be updated in total. But next week, Eldora Speedway, followed by Kokomo. So we go big track, small track, back to big track at Knoxville, back to small track at Fairbury, and at this stage, a small track at Lanier to wrap up the season. But Cedar Lake Speedway, what a way to wrap up round number 3. Before I get your final thoughts, I'm going to bring up the winner's pick so far. After 1 week of competition, again, the next 3 weeks are going to be big. Anybody can participate. All you have to do is pick a driver who you think will win the heat races 1 to 5. If there's 6 heat races, 1 to 6. Pick a winner in the consolation races, and then the A main. We ask that you pick a feature winner plus a hard charger. Each will score you 1 point. Officially, after week number 1, this is how it stands, Alex, on screen. I'm still unbeaten.
Not bad. I'll take a tie with Rocky any given day. Because it's the only time I'll be close to Rocky when it comes to any kind of racing event. Because we know on track, Rocky will blow me out of the water.
Yeah, actually, I might give an extra 2.5
Don't you
points
dare.
to
Don't
Black
you
C,
dare.
just so
Don't you dare.
because he picked Evan C for the win. Rocky picked Evan C for the win, so I might give Rocky an extra 2.5 points. I'll take an extra 2.5 points. So you're actually going to finish outside the top 3, Alex. Here
we go with this crap again.
All right, Alex, well, we'll wrap things up here at the virtual Cedar Lake Speedway. Thank you once again for your efforts here tonight. We'll look forward to having you next week at Eldora. And again, a big thank you to, of course, Team Victory Lane Racing, CFM Esports, Bighorn Taxidermy, ShopFergie22.com, and Matjoulis Seay Speedshop. Until next time, on behalf of the team here at Ultimate Dirt TV and Team Victory Lane Racing and the management behind the scenes at Ultimate Dirt TV, on behalf of Alex Robinson, myself, Brett Wheeler, we say farewell. Good night from Cedar Lake. We'll see you next week back at Eldora.